Hello, I'm Greta Tita Gita Mayor. Thank you so much for subscribing this channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share so that others will also be equipped about their potential. If you are new, click the subscribe and notification bell so that you will be notified whenever I will upload a new video. In this channel, you will receive wisdom for living. We are now on day 350. Potential dies when laws are broken. Our text is found in Ephesians 2:1. As for you, you were dead in your transgressions and sins. Ito ang sabi ni Pablo. What does this mean? So, the experience of Hitler and many other people confirms that the violation of the boundaries that delimit potential sets off serious consequences and exposes the violator to potentially threatening circumstances. This is true because violating the specifications set forth by God for the use of potential removes protection, hinders fulfillment, and interrupts performance. So, yan yung mangyayari kapag tayo ay hindi sumusunod sa mga batas at tuntunin. Kaya nga 'di ba sabi nakaraan na ang tao na kung saan ay hindi sumusunod sa batas ay nagkakasala. Kaya sabi, dead in your transgressions. So if you are dead in your transgressions, you will be separated. You are separated from the Creator. So how can you continue to obey the law without the Holy Spirit? So that's why we need to obey the law so that we will continue to be led by the Holy Spirit and we will not be separated. Being dead in your transgressions and sins is, according sa ating text, na kapag ka ikaw ay may sin or transgression, you are separated, you will be separated from the Creator. And if you are separated from the Creator, it means the Holy Spirit cannot stay in you, so you will not be able to obey the laws and principles. So when we say transgressions, those are sins that you transgress any law. You do the shortcut transgression. Okay, so when you sin, you violate the law. So that's very important to understand so that we will continue to obey the laws and principles that we will enjoy the benefits. Because if not, if you just remember what I have illustrated in my previous videos, that the two businessmen, both of them desire to prosper, desire that their company or their business will grow at magtagumpay. So, pareho sila nagtagumpay, pero ang pagkakaiba lang nila, yung businessman na sumusunod sa laws and principles is free from worries. But the one who obey the laws and principles, who doesn't obey the laws and principles from the Bible or from the manual of life, or they're not willing to obey or surrender their life, their plans to the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, they will not be free from worries. So, yun yung kanilang pagkakaiba, because the blessings of the Lord brings no sorrows in it. So, it is very important to obey, because if not, your protection will be removed. It hinders the fulfillment and interrupts your performance. So, let's say, for example, ito, basahin natin. Sabi rito, let's say, for example, that you are a young executive in a local bank. You have worked at the bank for 5 years, developing a good working knowledge of the banking industry and building a solid reputation for honesty and integrity. Your goal is to become the manager of the main branch. So that's your goal, to become the manager of that main branch, so you are working on it. And your spouse constantly complains that you don't earn enough until one day, in desperation, you take $2,000 from the bank safe and give it to your house, to your spouse. Several things happen when you do this. First, you lost the protection of your good reputation. Until now, people have trusted not only your integrity but also the soundness of your decision. So it means they trust you so much, not just your integrity, but even when you decide, they will trust in you. And then second, you forfeit the opportunity to rise to the position of branch manager. Third, you interrupt your career because not only the bank you worked for, but other employers as well cannot trust you. So this one act of disregarding the commandments, you shall not steal, Exodus 20:15, destroys your potential to become a competent, respected banker. So there are three things that you have lost. If that is your goal, you are working on it to become a branch manager. Yet because of temptation, or you disobey the law. So those are the three things that will be the consequences of your disobedience. Wala ka sumunod, hindi ka sumunod sa specification. That's why it's very important to follow the laws and principles. Don't worry. The Lord tells us that if you are with us, kung sa tayo ay kay Lord at sumusunod tayo sa Kanya, sabi sa Bible, the blessings of the Lord brings no sorrow in it. And obedience brings blessings. Disobedience brings curse. It will always bring you curse. Though you will be able to get, for example, a businessman who's trying to make a dishonest gain. O, kikita nga siya, pero anong mawawala sa kanya? The peace of mind and worries. Yun, magiging hindi siya free from worries and peace of mind. Kasi nga, yun yung consequence. That's why we need to obey the laws and principles, and the Holy Spirit is there to help us. Jesus came to recover the spirit of God's law so we can recognize them as the blessings they are, and to show us the power that belongs to those who live within their God-given specifications. So ito pa ulit-ulit nating sinasabi, mga nakaraan na kailangan mo talaga sundin yung specifications ng God, kasi pag hindi mo ma-enjoy. So your potential was given for you to not for yourself, but for others. And in order to enjoy that, you have to obey the specifications, follow the laws and principles God has given in order to enjoy life by releasing as you release your potential. So it's very important to understand that how can you obey if you do not know the laws and principles. That's why you need to attend church, you need to attend Bible studies, you need to study the Bible. You have to listen to these videos because it will help you and guide you and inspire you and equip you so that you will not be harmed, be in danger. Masunod natin yung batas at tuntunin. Ayan. So, each one of us, we need to follow the laws and principles in order for us to enjoy the benefits. Yan po, ulit natin sinasabi, di ba? And the Holy Spirit can help us. Not just we are cleansed, but the Holy Spirit can help us. God is empower us. God will not demand from us in which He did not give us in which na kung saan ay hindi kanya nabigyan ng kakayahan. So whatever God demands, He gives you the ability to obey or to do it. That's our God. Hindi niya tayo binigyan ng gagawin na kung saan iniwan kanya sa ere, but every resources that we need in order to obey the laws and principles had been provided. Only the power of the Holy Spirit can we live within God's laws of limitations and thereby maximize our potential. Laws and limitations established by manufacturer for a product are always given to protect and maximize the product potential and performance, not to restrict it. For example, yung ating cellphone, for example, na-design ang cellphone mo na hindi sa underwater. So dahil sabi doon, hindi mo dapat ilalagay sa tubig. So, dahil nilalagay mo sa tubig or sometimes nababasa, pero sabi mo, pag patuyo, ay okay naman. But later on, the performance will be affected. This is why we need to follow the specifications even as we release our potential. Kailangan natin sundin yung laws and principles. na kung saan magbibigay ito sa atin ng peace of mind, ng joy, kasi nga hindi mababawasan yung performance. Kagaya sa atin, sinasabi ko lagi na kapag sinusunod natin yung specification, laws and principles ng ating katawan, kasi puhunan natin ito para mai-release natin yung ating potential, maapektuhan yung ating performance. Di ba pag may sakit ka, paano makaperform ng maayos? Paano mai-release ang iyong potential? Paano maibigay ang best mo na kung saan ay matindi, na kung saan ay people will be blessed, and you'll be able to use your potential for the kingdom's interest, for the glory of our King. So, hindi na natin magawa ng maayos kapag tayo ay may sakit. That's why we need to follow the laws and principles of our body. Napakahalaga na ang magkaroon tayo ng tamang kaisipan, tamang mindset, tamang behavior, o tamang attitude towards laws and principles. They were there, they were given to help us maximize our potential and to help us to perform, maximize our potential and perform correctly, effectively, excellently. Ayan. Not to restrict us, diba? Yung paulit-ulit natin sinasabi na ang batas ay hindi binigay sa atin para tayo ay higpitan o kaya pagbawalan. Binigay ito para maging gabay natin at ma-enjoy natin yung ating buhay. So, as another example, flipping a switch is a helpful way to use electricity. Sticking your finger in a socket is not, even as you cannot live if you ignore the precautions that govern the safe use of electricity. So you cannot experience the full abundant life Jesus promises if you disregard the specifications that limit the use of your potential. So ayan, napaka-clear na kung saan flipping the switch is very important. But when you put your finger in a socket, it is not. Because it will affect you. Siyempre, makukuryente ka nun. Kahit sasabihin mo pa na, kunti lang kuryente nito, but still, it will affect you. So, nakaranas na kaya ako yan, nasunog yung aking kamay, dumikit sila. So, that's why we need to obey the laws and principles. We need to obey because blessings follow those who obey. You must abide by God's specification to enjoy the totality of who you are. His laws and commandments are the security that guarantees you will receive all He planned and purpose for your life. Wow. So you will experience all those things. All He plans and purpose for your life, you will enjoy it. You'll be able to experience the benefits. So ano lang ang gagawin mo? Follow the laws and principles. It will give you security, guarantee that you will fulfill the purpose of God in your life. So that's very important for us to know, and you always must have the right mindset. We must always have the right mindset. So what shall you do to enjoy the totality of who you are? So please share your comment and write your comment below. Okay, so that's all in this video. Thanks for watching. God bless.